stay more devoted to the principles of freedom and liberty and self-governance in a constitutional republic that our founders gave us than my amazing mom, my children's incredible grandma, and truly one of the greatest Americans in our country today. Please help me welcome Helen Kerwin, my mama, to the podium.
That's very hard to follow. So proud of her and the difference she has made, not only in Texas, but in Washington, D.C., and our entire country. Brooke, thank you so much for that. My name is Helen Kerwin, and I'm sure you know that by now. And I'm from Glenrose. I've been there almost 50 years. Can you all hear me back there? Are we good? I've been there almost 50 years. I was mayor, I was county commissioner, first Republican elected in Somerville County. And as a single mom, I raised my 3 daughters in that wonderful town. They all went to public schools, K through 12, and couldn't have had a better education. I just am here to announce that I am running to be your new and hopefully your next state representative for this wonderful district of ours.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming on this beautiful day in this beautiful venue. This is just wonderful. Okay, so today, under President Biden, our world is on fire. We have an illegal immigration crisis, woke, leftist, trying to indoctrinate our children in elections that many of us are calling into question. To defend our great state and our communities here in Johnson and Somerville counties, you need someone who has the experience, the common sense, and the fortitude to fight for the conservative principles that made Texas into the legendary state it is today. I will go to the Texas House with a mission. I will put Texans first by ensuring that elections are free, fair, secure, and that education freedom is available to every Texas family, and to demand that our border is safe and secure. Our nation is the greatest country the world has ever known, and many Americans have fought and died for our right to vote. Each of you must be sure that your vote that you cast is secure. As your next state representative, I will push for enacting civil and criminal harsher penalties for fraudulent votes.
Yes. Yeah.
We must also ensure that every Texas family gets access to an education that enables them to thrive in tomorrow's Texas. One of my daughters, right behind me, she is principal at the Glenrose Intermediate School. And you need to know I support all private, public, charter, homeschool. But I think that the families need to be involved in the decision-making process for the pathway to their children's educational success.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not all Texans have access to the same education that we may have here, and that's why it's critical that we give every Texas family the ability to send their child to the school that's right for them. We've seen that the left uses money from taxpayers to push their woke agenda on innocent kids. Instead of learning reading and writing and arithmetic, some kids are being forced by a gender transition and indoctrination instead of education. Just recently, Texas Scorecard uncovered an official Dallas ISD document that schools in Dallas use to encourage children to change their biological sex. As Governor Abbott has said, school is for education, not for indoctrination. Polling shows that a large large majority of Texans support education freedom. It's time for the Texas House to give Texans the freedom to succeed, no matter what zip code they live in. You can count on me to be that champion for education freedom. I will go to Austin and fight in the Texas House for education freedom for every Texas family. Whether it's public, private, homeschool, or charter, Texas families should be given the chance to equip their child to the pathway for their success for Texas tomorrow. Finally, and most importantly, I will go to Austin and support all of our efforts to defend our border. A strong and secure Texas begins with a strong and secure border. It's that simple. When President Trump was in the White House, he made securing the border one of his main priorities. President Biden has undone all of the progress. We all know that. Mexican drug cartels, human smugglers, now millions of illegal immigrants are swarming across our border. They are flooding communities here in Texas, throughout the country. I'm proud of the work that Governor Abbott has done with Operation Lone Star. He has forced liberal sanctuary cities like New York, Washington, and Chicago to share the burden of President Biden's reckless policies. He is not only defending us in Texas, he's defending our entire country.
That's right.
I will support the continued construction of the border wall, support the deployment of the National Guard, DPS, even local law enforcement, whatever it takes to keep Texans and America secure and strong. And I will. And I pledge to you, I will champion any policy to do that. I've been endorsed by 4 top conservative legislators in Austin, the great Governor Abbott, Senator Ted Cruz, Attorney General Ken Paxton, and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, because I pledge to you and to them, I will vote conservative every time, every vote, unlike my opponent. Deadly drugs like fentanyl have wrecked so many innocent lives in Texas. 450,000 single doses. Those drugs come across the border on the backs of our illegal immigrants. We cannot let the Mexican drug cartels poison an entire generation of Texans and American children. We must secure the border, fight against Biden administration, efforts to stop us from enforcing the law. In closing, Texas was founded by brave pioneers who journeyed west looking for a better life. To ensure that the promise of Texas remains true for future generations, you need someone who you trust to fight for you in Austin. I am that candidate. I will fight every day. Please vote for Helen Kerwin. Starts tomorrow, early voting for your new and next state representative.